Hey there. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, 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 everyone. You know what time it is. Come on in. It's Settle In Sunday. Come on in, come on in. And let's have a quick conversation on this evening. It is Settle In Sunday. We are settling in to our greatness. We are settling in as we prepare for the upcoming week and for all of those things, our assignments and all of those things that are on our plate to complete. We are settling in, getting focused on the things that are significant and important in our lives today. So come on in. Hey, Sandy, thank you for joining. Hey, Xavier. Hey there. Hey over there on Instagram, my Insta family. Thank you so much for joining. It's Settle In Sunday. Let's sit down and have a quick conversation on this evening. Now, if you haven't already, let me know if you're on live with me today. Give me some hearts, some thumbs up, wave at me, or just say hey, and let me know that you're on with me today. Hey, LaDon, thank you for joining, sis. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the love. Hey, Derek. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, over there on Instagram. Thank you for joining. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so super excited to be live with you today as we have a quick conversation on this evening. Go ahead and like tag, if you would, like tag and share the broadcast on this evening. I'm going to go ahead and invite some others to join us. It is Settle In Sunday. So come on in, come on in, come on in. How's your Sunday? How's everything going? I hope that you all are having a super Sunday. I'm certainly having a super Sunday, and I very much hope the same for you as well. So come on in, everybody. All right. So I'm just inviting some more sister friends to join us on today, some more friends to join us on today for Settle In Sunday. So come on in. Again, if you're on live with me, let me know. Drop in and say hello if you're on with me today for Settle In Sunday. And we're just going to have a quick conversation on this evening on Settle In Sunday. Now, while I am inviting a few more friends to join us, let me go ahead and introduce myself to those who may not be familiar with me. My name is Tammy Durden, international speaker, author, and image consultant. And what professional women, female entrepreneurs, and women in ministry hire me to do is to help them push past setbacks and stagnancy to identify their authentic style and transform their image into something amazing. How many of you know that your image matters? Your image is important. How you show up in the world is significant. And so we transform your image from the inside out, making sure that you take full advantage of every opportunity that you have to display your greatness to the world. And remember that your first impression is just that. It's your first impression. You don't get another chance at a first impression. So you always want to make sure that you're showing up properly in the world and that your image is intact. Now, another thing that you may not know about me is I'm also the executive director and founder of Tammy Durden Ministries International. We are a global women's empowerment organization. And what we help women to do is to identify, walk in their purpose, and we propel them forward to reach their divine destiny. How many of you know that we're here for a purpose? We're not here just to be here. We were all created and designed by the Father with purpose in mind. And so with that, sometimes life happens, and as women, we get off track. And so what we do is to help get you back on track, help you identify your purpose, help you to walk that thing out and to live in victory, to win in life and live the lives that God designed and created you to live. Now, as a part of what Tammy Durden Ministries International does, every year we host our annual Women's Empowerment Conference. Our annual Women's Empowerment Conference this year is October the 5th right here in Houston, Texas. You don't want to miss it. We are creating this year what's called the Worthiness Experience. And with the Worthiness Experience, we're focusing on relationships. We're focusing on marriages, knowing your worth in business and charging your worth, knowing that you're worthy to be in a good relationship or a fruitful marriage. And so we're creating the Worthiness Experience. We have an amazing lineup of panel experts, breakout sessions, a live band, a great lunch. Men are invited. It's going to be absolutely life-changing, a life-changing experience. So if you haven't already, be sure to go to bit.ly/getupandwin19 and grab your tickets today. We also have virtual tickets available. If you're not in the Houston or surrounding area, you can watch the entire conference conference online with us. We will not be broadcasting the conference live on Facebook this year. So if you want to participate and peek in on the conference or get in on the conference, go to bit.ly/getupandwin19 and grab your virtual tickets and join us virtually online for the conference. So you don't want to miss it. It's going to be life-changing. If you've been struggling with dating, if you're trying to get back on the dating scene and not quite sure how to navigate that thing, you want to attend the conference. Dr. Young is going to be with us. Dr. Connie Stewart, Dr. Scott Davenport, Brennan Angel Rhodes, Christy Arnold, myself. It's going to be some amazing information going forth that will change your life. If you're ready for your 2020 to look better than your 2019, yeah, because we're getting close. If you're ready for your 2020 to look totally transformed and different from your 2019, if you're ready to go to the next level in your relationships, in your marriage, in your business, go to bit.ly/getupandwin19 and grab your tickets to the conference today. All right. So who else do we have on with us on today? Hey, Carrie Dodge, how are you? Thank you so much for jumping on. Hey, Deirdre, thank you for jumping on, sis. Thank you, sis. Hey, Roylene, thank you so much for joining. Roylene, you're in Houston, I believe. I hope to see you at the conference, bit.ly/getupandwin19. Y'all pardon me, my hair is flying everywhere. I just came in from outside. I just got home and came in and jumped on real quick to have a quick session with you all before I have to meet with my team this evening. So let's talk a little bit about stand in your power. Stand in your power. How many of you know that inherently you have power? God has granted and given you power. And oftentimes we give our power away. Well, how do we give our power away? When we submit to what other people say about us, we give away our power. When we don't speak up for what's right, we give away our power. When we when we devalue ourselves or allow other people to devalue us and diminish our worth, we give up our power. So we're living in a time and a season where it's so important to know who you are and to know whose you are. It's so important to recognize and know that you already have power. You don't have to ask anybody for permission. You don't have to get anybody's approval. You don't have to be validated by anyone. You already have the power. You have everything that you need on the inside of you to win, but you've got to know it. And that's the thing with many of us. We don't know that we already have the power to win. We already have the power to succeed. We already have the power to overcome our obstacles, our challenges, our circumstances and situations. We already have it. And so what happens is, because we don't know what we have, we forfeit it. We lose it. We give it up. So it's time for us to stand in the power that we have. Identify and know your greatness. Embrace your self-worth and who you are, who you were designed and created to be. You have so many gifts on the inside of you. Hey, Lisa, thank you for joining. You have so many gifts on the inside of you, and it's time to stand in your power. We've laid down too long. We've let life happen too long. We've allowed circumstances to rule our lives too long. We've allowed bad relationships and past relationships to run our lives too long, right? And so now it's time to stand in our power. Stand in the power that we were given, that we were already granted, that God has already given us, and that we have. It's time to stand in that power. Just because something happened in our past, just because we made some poor decisions, just because we messed up and made some mistakes, just because we allowed somebody to mistreat us in the past, doesn't mean that's the way that we have to keep moving forward. It doesn't mean that we have to keep laying down and let everybody else walk over us. Sometimes I think that on our jobs and as we're employed, we think that we have to lay down and because we're not in a higher position and let people walk over us and let people mistreat us and talk to us any kind of way. And part of the work that I do, I work with some high level people on a daily basis. And just because they have certain degrees and certain positions, that doesn't diminish my power and who I am. That doesn't mean that I have to let them talk to me any kind of way, treat me any kind of way, or any of that, right? And so it is in those instances, because people will test your power. People will test whether or not they're gonna test how far you will let them take you. And the thing about it is, we're the best example of how we should treat how others should treat us, how we treat ourselves, how we respect ourselves, how we honor ourselves. We're the best example of that. So if we don't respect ourselves, if we don't honor ourselves, if we don't recognize our own power and stand in it, how can we expect others to recognize, respect, and honor us for the queens and kings that we are if we don't even believe it ourselves, if we neglect to stand in our own power, if we don't think that we're good enough to be on a certain level or with a certain group of people? Stand in your power. I don't care if people try to intimidate you. You got to know whose you are. You are children of the Most High King, created in God's likeness and image. He's already vested much in you. He doesn't create junk and he doesn't make mistakes. And so you've got to know that. You got to believe that. You got to stand in that no matter what comes, no matter what happens, no matter how situations may shift, no matter who goes and who leaves. If he says bye, chunk him the deuces and say, I still know who I am. I'm still standing in my power, whether you're with me or not, because this is who God created me to be. So ladies, when he walks away, wave bye. Don't stand in your power. I can't stress that enough. I see so many sisters, so many sister friends, right? We're compromising and we're having pity parties because he left, because he doesn't want us, because he says we're not good enough. Stand in your power. Stand in your power. Stand in your power. Know who you are. Know whose you are. Baby, queens, adjust your crown and keep it moving and stand in your power. Hey, Jacqueline, thank you so much for joining. Hello. Hey, Shan, thank you for watching. Hey, Curtis. Hey, Gwendolyn. Yes, stand in your power. You've got to do it. No longer will we lie down. Hey, Thisha, thank you for joining. No longer will we neglect who we are. No longer will our self-esteem and self-worth be diminished by the actions and opinions of others. But stand in your power. And when you can stand in your power and be everything that God has created you to be, you will move forward to live your best life, to walk in your destiny, to live a life of purpose and fulfillment. Guess what, ladies? Sometimes we got to walk this thing out alone. Will it always be forever that we're alone, that our king is not here, that we're not made it up? No, it won't always be this way. But in this season, don't settle, don't compromise, but stand in your power. Stand in your power. Don't be so thirsty that you think that you have to do something that's out of character, but know who you are and know whose you are and stand in that power. Don't compromise any of that, but stand in your power. So I encourage you today, because I understand. I know you're probably saying, Tammy, it's been too long. I've been single too long. I've been without a man too long. And, he says that I don't have this or that. So maybe if I can just tweak a little bit about myself or change a little bit about myself, maybe if I can get me a new wig, maybe if I can get me some more nails or whatever it is, switch it up a little bit, and then maybe he'll want me then. Stand in your power. Don't be so thirsty for a man that you compromise your morals, your standards, and who you are. He will come. Until he comes, you keep preparing. You keep making ready. You keep getting you keep working and let him find you working. But whatever you do, hey, Jacqueline, thank you for joining. Whatever you do, stand in your power. And when you do that, you'll be honored, whether it's in business, in your career, whether it's in your relationships. You move forward to live your best life. Great things things will come your way when you stand in your power. So that's my time for today. I hope that you've enjoyed and gotten something out of the broadcast today. Go ahead and share the broadcast with someone else. If you haven't already, be sure to register for the Get Up, Dust Yourself Off and Win Women's Empowerment Conference in Houston, Texas on October the 5th, where we're having the Worthiness Experience and men are invited. Be sure to go to bit.ly/getupandwin19. Grab your tickets in advance, and we look forward to seeing you there. If you're watching live with me, I appreciate you. Watching the replay, I equally appreciate you. If you're on the watch party, thank you for joining the party, and I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Have a great evening, everyone. Bye now.